Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi, and today we've got a fairly tranquil day of weather. A couple things to point out, though. One, still some pretty pesky fog out by the airport that's leading to some flight delays in and out of DIA at this hour. And then the other thing is we do have some scattered showers around later on this afternoon and this evening, but I think we've got an overall much lower chance of some of those showers today compared to what we had yesterday. First things first, I want to take you out to this beautiful shot from the Rocky Mountain National Park Alpine Visitor Center. This is about 11,000, a little over 11,000 feet in elevation. You can still see a little bit of that leftover snow that is kind of gracing those tops there of the peaks. What you're looking at there in terms of those peaks, about 12,500 feet in elevation. That's where we picked up some of that snow on Saturday night as well as on Sunday night, though that is going to pretty quickly melt on off. Now, view from Denver, this is looking off towards the west. Some of those clouds shrouding the mountains off into the distance. If this camera was turned in the other direction, you would see some of that patchy fog that has been fairly pesky out by the airports, and I'll have more on that in just a second. So, overall headlines, we do have a chance for some afternoon, evening showers, especially between about, I would say, 3 and 7 o'clock this afternoon. And some of the short-range models are hinting at the possibility that maybe even later on this evening, around 10, 11 o'clock, we get a brief shower that could pop on up around the metro area as well. Best chance for some of those showers and storms will be along and south of the Palmer Divide, so our friends in southeast Colorado have a better chance of showers and storms today compared to northeast Colorado, including the Denver area. Mostly dry week ahead for us, and 60s and 70s, very fall-like weather, very kind of seasonal weather ahead for us over the next few days. Now, current visibility, we're talking about just half-mile visibility at the airport. We've seen that visibility as low as an eighth of a mile. That is certainly leading to some issues in terms of those planes getting in or out of DIA. We've seen some of those delays ranging between about 30 minutes to an hour long. So just obviously check ahead if you're flying in or out of the airport. That fog should dissipate within the next hour or so. But again, we're still seeing some of that fog out that way, and that's leading to some of those flight delays. Otherwise, that's really the only weather concern we've got at the moment. Far southeast Colorado, south of the Arkansas River, seeing a few of those light showers for us from Springfield on west to Kim and to Trinidad. Otherwise, we're looking mostly dry, and a few showers trying to pop on up into the mountains as well. Those showers that we're seeing in the mountains will eventually push their way a little further south. So as I mentioned, for this afternoon and this evening, the best chance for showers and storms will be along and south of the Palmer Divide. That's where we've got the better chance of seeing some of those showers and storms. And again, some of those short-range models trying to pop up maybe 1 or 2 showers redeveloping around 10 or 11 o'clock tonight. I think here in Denver, we're probably going to end up pretty much on the dry side for the rest of this afternoon, this evening. A few of us could see a shower, getting better chance to head down towards the Palmer Divide. But again, I think here in Denver, we end up mostly on the dry side. Still, we'll see some clouds develop between around kind of 12 and 3 o'clock this afternoon. Still got some of those overhead right now, and those clouds will kind of thicken on up a little bit this afternoon, and then come around 10, 11 o'clock or so tonight. That's when some of the models are indicating we may have a better chance of seeing a shower here in town. I'm still a little skeptical of this. I think we may see 1 or 2 of these. For the most part, I think we end up dry today, with 1 or 2 of us ending up with a shower here in the metro area. Current temperatures, 40s, 50s into the mountains, 50s and 60s on the eastern plains, and those temperatures will rise on up into the upper 60s in downtown Denver. I think at the airport, we're going to struggle to even get to 60 because of that pesky fog that's going to limit that daytime heating and keep us a bit on the cooler side out that way. Now, there's about a 30% chance of a PM shower or maybe even a rumble of thunder. Again, better chance along the south Palmer Divide, but here in town, I'd say about 20-30% chance of a shower. And again, one round of shower storms between about 3 and 6, and another one between about 9 and midnight tonight, and that should pretty much do it. But I think most of us end up dry here in Denver. Would not adjust any outdoor plans if you have those for this afternoon or this evening. Temperatures for today, high temperatures, 60s, 70s. This is pretty seasonable stuff for this time of year. We're normally right around 70 for an average high this time of year. So when we're talking about these highs, upper 60s, low 70s, this is for the first week of October, pretty much typical stuff for this time of year. Mountains a little bit on the cool side, 55, Telluride 73 Grand Junction. Tomorrow, a bit warmer for us here in Denver, with mostly sunny skies. I think tomorrow's overall drier than today, so any storm and rain chances that we got for today pretty much evaporate as we get into our day tomorrow. So again, if we do end up with a shower today, I think tomorrow ends up being the drier day of the next little while. I think Thursday also is dry as well for the Bronco game. More on that here in just a second. Temperatures for tomorrow, again, this is pretty much smack dab where we should be for this time of year. It does look a little cooler in the mountains with highs only in the low to mid 50s for many of us up into the mountains, and some 60s and 70s on the eastern plains. Again, that is pretty much what you would expect for this time of year. No rain chances for us for tomorrow or Thursday. And then Friday, we could see an isolated shower or storm during the afternoon and evening hours. And then the weekend ahead looks beautiful. Highs in the low to mid 70s, lots of sunshine. Great if you want to head up to the mountains and check out some of that peak foliage that is still ongoing. Pretty much, this is probably the last peak weekend, by the way. So if you want to go check out those leaves, this is probably the last good weekend to do so. Last weekend was just, I can tell you firsthand, it was wonderful up there. And then early next week, staying on the dry and warm side, temperatures in the low 70s, a little bit above average for this time of year. And by the way, we can kind of enjoy some of that dry weather a bit more now. We've picked up about 0.4 of an inch of rain so far this month. We picked up about 1/4 inch yesterday and about 1/10 of an inch on Saturday. So where that leaves us, we're well above average in terms of our month-to-date rainfall. In October, we averaged a little less than an inch of rain for the entire month. We're already about 40% of the way there. And so that means that as you're heading out to the Bronco game on Thursday night, if you're heading, I should say Colts there, the Broncos-Colts game on Thursday night, it does look like we'll be looking at those temperatures. That'll be mainly on the cool side, but it should be pleasant with temperatures, again, in the 60s, and also, again, a lot of sunshine for us for the tailgating, for the front end of the game, and then for the game itself. It does look fairly tranquil with no weather no rain expected for us as we get into your Thursday night. And then Friday, we do cool on down. We get a weak front that passes through Thursday night and Friday morning. That'll drop our temperatures down in the mid 60s, and then we do look at a very nice weekend ahead with temperatures in the low 70s. So no real big rain chances ahead. I would say today and Friday, the only days where we've got even much of a rain chance over the next little while. And then we're staying dry for tomorrow, for Thursday, for Saturday, for Sunday, and probably into Monday and Tuesday of next week as well. So fairly dry forecast ahead, and also, again, temperatures right around where they should be for this time of year, upper 60s and low 70s for the most part. Meteorologist Lauren Robinson will have an update coming up for you at 9 News at noon. Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin's in at 4 and 5, and then Meteorologist Danielle Grant in at 6, 9, and 10 tonight on the 9 News family of networks. Once again, I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.